Hello. Hello. I have a question. Does generational wealth begin or end with you? Does it begin with you? Are you the first person to create an inheritance for your children in your family? Or are you someone who's going to inherit quite a bit within the next year or 10 years or 20 years and you have no idea what to do with it? Then guess what? This video is for you. My name is Dr. Terry Alford. I'm known as the Women's Wealth Strategist, and I specialize in helping business owners and professionals build wealth and financial freedom so that we can live, lead, and lead multi-million dollar legacies. I am thankful that you're watching this video because as I continue to do the work that I do, I notice that I am able to help some families, but I'm having to actually intentionally work to help the generations before them and the generations after them. And that's one of my favorite things to do, is to be able to make sure that we don't just solve one problem, but we solve a multitude of problems. And this video is especially for those who may be considered the first millionaire in your family, the first business owner in your family, the first person to establish like old money begins with you. Well, if old money begins with you, then you also have a responsibility to teach others in your family and to prepare those who are going to be responsible for the wealth that they can inherit. Now, as we're speaking about generational wealth, I think it's important to speak about the different generations. We hear a lot about the millennials and the baby boomers and all of the other generations, but I want to share some things with you about different generations in regards to the money mindset and where we are. And if we can get on one accord, we're going to be able to do so much more if we can get on one accord and understanding how our views about money, about families, about marriage, about all these things differs because of the generations that we're in. We look at things differently. We've been exposed to different things in different seasons at different ages. And so the first generation, I want to break this down first. Okay. The first generation that I want to highlight on today is the silent generation. The silent generation. The silent generation is the generation that most people are not thinking about as it pertains to wealth building and legacy planning and so forth. We're thinking about the children when we think about generational wealth, but we also want to make sure we're thinking about our seniors and those who are older than us. The beautiful thing is many people are living longer. Like, what is it? 50 is the new 40? 60 is the new 50? Shoot. 50 is the new 30 now. Like, I've been seeing these 50-year-olds turn all the way up. But the silent generation are those who are between the age of 81 and 98. So they were born between 1928 and 1945. If you are focused on building generational wealth in your family, and again, you're thinking about the children, but you're forgetting about the seniors, the silent generation, I encourage you to take this video and to take it to heart and to start asking questions. Make sure that they have everything protected. Make sure that they have their assets together. Make sure that they have a trust and not just a will. A will is the starting point, but make sure that they have a trust. Make sure that the silent generation is aware of where everything is. Make sure that there's a healthcare power of attorney. Make sure that there's a financial power of attorney. People are nervous when they are in their last years. They're nervous about losing money. They're nervous about being scammed. They need somebody that they can trust, because many people in our families, they actually have quite a bit of money that need to be protected, but they're looking for somebody that they can trust. And so you may be that person. This video may be your sign that you need to start asking questions to a great grandparent or maybe a great aunt or a widowed family member that you see at the family reunion. So we have a silent generation, the ones that people forget about. We have the baby boomers. The baby boomers, by the way, if I call out your generation, put your generation in the comment section of this video. I want to see how many of you are really watching the replay and listening to these videos. So the baby boomers are those between the ages of 62 and 80. Like the baby boomers are living their best lives. And these are the people that were born when after the war, like it was just a boom in the population in America. And so there are so many baby boomers that are retiring, getting ready to retire, and again, living their best life. Like when I was in Tahiti, I met more 60-year-olds than anything else on the cruise and in Bora Bora. Like the trip was full of 60-year-olds. So baby boomers are out there living their best life. I was about to say something else, but I'm gonna keep on coming to myself because they still booming. Okay, so then we have the Generation X. The Generation X, these are the people who tend to come to me and start thinking more about retirement and retirement planning. These are the people who are between the ages of 46 and 61. I will say, if you are just getting started with looking at your retirement, or even if you have to start over and you're in Generation X, do not feel bad. I usually have the most people apologize for coming to me in their later years when they're part of the X generation. It's okay. If you've gone through a divorce, if you've had to start over, if you've used your retirement to start your business, it's okay. Come to me. Let's talk about it. If you've inherited money because the silent generation, one of your parents, it was of the silent generation, and you want to make sure that you're doing the right thing and you're being a great steward, let's have a conversation. The financial needs analysis is complimentary. The Retire Wealthy consultation is complimentary. The estate planning education meeting is complimentary. If I am not able to help you, I will connect you with an expert in the area where you need support. Millennials, shout out to the millennials. I'm a millennial. I don't know why people think like millennials are so young though. Like we're getting up there. We're grown, by the way. I think it was I think I saw it on a comedian's video. I think it was Fred Hammond made a joke and was like, you may not know this song if you're a millennial. And it was like, Jesus be a fence. I'm like, we sang that in youth choir. Millennials, we're grown. Millennials are between the ages of 30 and 45. If you are a millennial and you are watching this video, this may be your sign to make sure you check with your parents and your grandparents and make sure that they are okay. They are okay. Our generation have been called the unluckiest generation, because since the moment we have entered into the workforce, there have been so many economical disasters that we have had to live through. So our generation has had to be the most flexible, the most dynamic, the most creative. And we're still here and we're still thebomb.com. So shout out to the millennials. But this is also a message for you. If you're not in a place where you're prioritizing your exit strategy, now is the time. Now is the time. Does generational wealth begin or end with you? Now is the time. Start teaching your children now. They can learn everything else. They can definitely learn about money. They can learn about stocks. They can learn about investments. Don't just get $1 million baby plan for your babies. Teach your babies what to do with the $1 million baby plan when they do turn 18, when they do turn 21, when they do turn 35, 45. Then you have Generation X. By the way, I guess we're Generation Y, but millennials sound so much better. So you have Generation X. These are the ones that were born between 14 and 29. And many people complain about Generation X being just different. We're just going to say they're different. They've been exposed to so much at an early age, and the way they see the world, the way they see their possibilities is so different. Their boundaries are right and tight. Like they are so aware and woke. But it is important that if you want to create generational wealth in your family, we have to close these gaps between the generations and how we speak about money, how we make money moves, how we're educating the generation before us and after us. Everybody has an idea. No one is dumb. No one is crazy. I think that's a chapter in the Psychology of Money book. I think it's like nobody's crazy. Everybody's saying the way that we think about money, the way that you speak about money, it is going to be different based on the generation that you are in. And so, again, I want you to think about, does generation begin with you? If generational wealth begins with you, then it is your job to make sure you are surrounded by people who are going to continue to up level your mindset, up level your movement, up level your money, because you have a responsibility, because the generational wealth is starting with you. It starts with you. So you have a responsibility, and you can't spend all your time around everybody. Now, you also can't spend all your money, right? If it begins with you, you have to make sure that you are investing and you are getting a great return on your investment. Does it end with you? Are you making sure that your children, your grandchildren, your nieces, your nephews, your charity, your charitable organizations that you care about, are you making sure that they are being educated and they are being equipped to carry on the legacy? Legacy is not just about money, but money plays a big part in legacy and wealth building. So if you're like, okay, Terry, all of these things sound great, and I know I need to change my circle. I know I need to be around people who are vibrating higher. I know I need to be around people who speak about millions the way some people speak about hundreds. I know I need to be in these spaces, and I want to know, where should I go? I am going to tell you, you should come to the Attract Abundance Conference, where we teach you how to attract abundance, retire wealthy, and we're always talking about millions. As a matter of fact, we're speaking about moving millions, millions of dollars, millions of people, having a global impact, having a domestic impact, and making sure that we're all growing each other. Right? We're growing each other. We're being very strategic about this. One of the things that I've noticed about a lot of other, I'll say, one thing that I've noticed about many cultures around the world is that they take their time. They spend so much time with the older generations and the babies. And the ones in the middle make sure that there's a strong connection. There's a strong family unit. The values are strong, tight knit. So you are not supposed to operate in isolation. Even if generational wealth begins with you, you have a responsibility, and you don't have to feel alone. If you do feel alone, that's another reason for you to make sure you get your ticket to the Attract Abundance Conference. Meet us in Frisco, Texas, October the 23rd through the 25th, where we're going to speak about real estate investing, cryptocurrency, estate planning, retirement planning, business succession planning, tax planning, operations, sales, money mindset, and the internal work that you have to do to level up as the next level version of yourself, the next level CEO, the next level founder. This conference is for business women and women about their business. But men, you are welcome too. There are some men that are going to come in and learn as well. Some people love to get this information as a couple. And men, you are welcome to get a ticket to the Attract Abundance Conference, or just join us for the gala, whatever works for you. But this is a space unlike no other. Don't just think of it as a conference, think of it as an experience. And it is an experience full of workshops, full of content, full of people that you want to know. And we have some really exciting announcements coming up very soon. So make sure you stay plugged in. I thank you for watching this video. If you found this video to be insightful or educational, you can put that in the comment section. And I am going to end with my introduction of me, because this may be your first time watching me. I am known as the Women's Wealth Strategist. I help you attract abundance and retire wealthy. I am an insurance broker. I am an estate planning educator. I am an economic empowerment advocate. And I am the host and the founder of the Attract Abundance Conference in Gala. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. I'll see you again tomorrow. Adios.